with Joey Logano. Joey threw the block on the 14 for sure, spun his tires a little bit, and Joey told me after the race that he had to protect his line, and that's why he threw the block on Tony Stewart. But then it was a mad rush at the end of the race, both drivers trying to discuss things. They really never got a chance to talk with each other. Joey Logano, according to Tony Stewart, threw a water bottle at him at one point. We spoke to both drivers after the race.
Well, Joey spun the tires on the restart, and, everybody had trouble with that. So, but it's not my fault that he spun the tires. And for a guy that's been complaining about how everybody else is driving here, and in him to do that, it's a double standard. He makes the choice. He makes the decision to run us down there. And when you run a driver down there, then you take responsibility of what happens after that. So, he's a tough guy on pit road as soon as one of his crew guys gets in the middle of it. Until then, he's a scared little kid. And then he wants to sit there and throw a water bottle at me. So he's going to learn a lesson. And he can run his mouth on Twitter and stuff all he wants tonight. I got plenty of people that are going to watch for that. And but it's time he learns a lesson. He's run his mouth long enough. He's sat there and done this double standard, and he's nothing but a little rich kid that has never had to work in his life. So he's going to learn with us working guys that had to work our way up how it works.
I was on the restart there with the 18 car, and he was spinning his tires. The rule is, NASCAR's rule is you can't beat the leader to the start-finish line. So I was actually pedaling as a cat throttle, which gave the 14 the run to get underneath me. And at that point, I blocked. That's what Tony's upset about. I understand that he's upset about that. If that was any point earlier in the race, that would be really dumb for me to do. The end of the race, I feel like, is what I had to do. Because I feel like if I got put 3 wide, that was going to be the end of my race. I wasn't going to win the race anymore. So I feel like I did what I had to do there to keep myself in position. I understand that frustrated him and made him angry, and I ran him down on the flat. And I'll talk to him about that.
He still takes the responsibility on himself. I mean, he has that right. He has the choice to do that. I mean, he's in control of his car, but if he ever turns down a cross in front of me again, I don't care what lap it is, he won't make it through the other end of it. If I didn't hit the chip, he wouldn't have made it through turn 1 to begin with. So, I'm tired of these guys doing that stuff, and especially I know a kid that's been griping about everybody else, and then he does that the next week. I mean, he's sent Denny to the hospital and screwed our day up. So, he's talked the talk, but he hasn't walked the walk yet. He's always got his crew guys walking the walk for him.
He said he wants to call you this week. Will you accept that phone call?
Hell no. If he wants to talk about it, we'll talk about it. So after he threw the water bottle at me like a little girl, we'll go at it now. I'm not going to listen. I got nothing. I don't care what he has to say. It's just words right now. Actions speak louder than words.
So you can tell a lot of emotion between Tony Stewart and Joey Logano. Logano a little bit more subdued, trying to protect his version of the story. At the same time, there was a battle right to the finish between Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano. We know what happened with them 1 week ago at Bristol. Here's what Joey had to say about that battle.
Just raced for the lead hard there at the end of the race, and wanted to win.
You guys were side by side and giving it all you could. I mean, I know you said that's just racing. Take me through that and what you were trying to accomplish side by side with Denny Hamlin there trying to win that race.
Trying to accomplish to win a race. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Just barrel it off in the 3 a little bit too hard, and then at that point, just had to do what I had to do. Just trying to accomplish to win a race. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Just barrel it off in the 3 a little bit too hard, and then at that point, just had to do what I had to do.
Well, it looked like either Logano or Hamlin was